Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO, and we're going to talk about how to prepare for the crypto bull run of 2024, plus breaking Solana and meme coin news. And it doesn't look like Solana is going to stop anytime soon. Would love to have a bit of a pullback, but that's just not how the market works sometimes. And there's a couple important things to remember here. When we're talking about crypto, we're talking about trading, we're talking about investing. It's important to realize what type of investor you are. Are you somebody that's a long-term holder? Are you dollar cost averaging? Are you a swing trader? Are you a scalper? Or what type of investor you are, okay? And the reason why that's important is because that's going to reflect in your trading and investing journal, okay? That basically means you have a journal. I don't care if it's an Excel spreadsheet. I don't care if it's a pen and paper. I don't care if it's on toilet paper. But you indicate when you're entering into positions, when you want to exit, the risks, the pros, the cons, etc. Okay. And you have to have a profit taking strategy. Even if you don't plan on selling Bitcoin for the next 30 years, you still need to indicate that. Or if you plan on holding Bitcoin and passing it down to your children, you need to indicate that. So any way you go about it, do what works for you because you know best. Content creators like myself and many of my colleagues out there, we all create different type of content for different type of people. I try to create my content to frame the average person, the everyday person, people that have different plans and ideas, okay? And I just want you guys to thrive. I want you to survive this. I want you to make as much money as ethically as possible. I want you to ethically grift. I want you to dig deep inside yourself, continue to self-educate yourself, hire a good CPA if you need an attorney, if you need to open an LLC, an S Corp, or whatever that is, but grift alongside the elites. And the reason why we want to grift alongside the elites is because we want to have similar success that they have. Okay. We want to be able to provide for our families, to provide for future generations. And in addition to that, just to have a good quality of life. America today is not the America we knew. And I don't know if it'll ever go back. And I don't like to be Miss Doom and Gloom, but at the same time, I'm a realist. And I like to give y'all an unbiased opinion because I think that's important. It would be giving you a disservice if I did not. Okay, if I did not. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. Make sure you share this. Make sure you take what you want to take from this, hear what I say, and listen to yourself. And that means that you go ahead and make decisions that make sense for you. With that being said, I want to show you one of the new Coinbase ads because I think it's pretty neat. Again, Coinbase is a large centralized company. To me, they are like a corporation. To me, they are on the same side as the public servants, but they're playing the game, and I can give some respect to that, okay? You always want to pay your respects. I don't trust them fully that they have the best interests of the underdogs, but I like the message that they're giving. I like that they are essentially pushing for the underdogs in some sense, some way, and that they're, trying to sustain in business in the United States because a lot of other exchanges have left. Bittrex left just because of the SEC. A lot of the crypto contagion took a lot of exchanges down because the people that were running those exchanges, which nobody else knew about for the most part, were having unethical bad behavior. And again, public servants could have stopped that. And that's neither here nor there. But let's go ahead and watch this. And thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and watch this little vid from Coinbase because I think it's pretty cool. I forgot what tab it is, so y'all have to bear with me because Wendy's on that. She's on that thing. And I got a banana. I'm going to be eating the banana, I'm sure, because I'm hungry. I didn't eat dinner last night. But let's go ahead and watch this ad here from Coinbase. And no, I'm not being paid to and I'm not being paid to show you this. I just want to show y'all what's going on here. Also, too, we have a poll. What is your top pick? If you want me to chart something, go ahead and comment it in the YouTube chat, and I will get to it when I can. But let's go ahead and watch this about single family homes and updating the system and what's kind of going on in the United States of America when it comes to the housing market. And I'm going to give you some of my thoughts here.
Get a job, save a little, take out a mortgage, buy a house. Get a job, save a little, take out a mortgage, buy a house. Get a job, save a little, take out a mortgage, buy a house. Get a job, save a little, apply for a mortgage, get a second job, get some roommates, rent a house. Realize the only generation that's going to fix this is yours, and start building.
Okay, so that was a very, very powerful message from Coinbase, okay? And it accurately displays what is going on in the United States of America when we're talking about the housing market, okay? And I'm going to give some unpopular critiques on the housing market in the United States of America, okay? We have this idea that you take debt out, and debt is a good thing, okay? Because that's what rich people do. Rich people take out debt differently than poor people. The way poor people and middle class people are taking out debt is not how the rich people do it, because the rich people have enough collateral to back up that debt. Okay. So taking out a mortgage for a house, having debt for a house, fine. If you have to do it for a car, fine. Don't really like it too much, but I totally understand because things are expensive. There is no real reason to go into debt any other way. Back prior to 2020. Okay. Now moving forward past 2020, past the panorama, past all the insanity that's happening, most people have to use a credit card or take out some debt to make ends meet because things are so expensive. And you know what? I used to be super against debt. That was something that I would never wanted to do, but I understand. I understand now in 2020 on why people have to do that. And one of the reasons why I think, and some of the things I have seen as to why the housing market is so expensive, number one, people buy homes, they rent them out for Airbnbs, then they take mortgages out or they take loans out on those homes, and then they rinse and repeat and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I don't know about you guys, but my experience of staying in a hotel is better than an Airbnb, and I pay less. I've got more amenities, all that type of stuff. So I prefer to stay in hotels if I can. Don't really care for Airbnbs too much because they're too expensive. Then we have a bunch of people that came in and started taking loans out to buy houses and flip them and sell them. So the flippers, and they're not fixing the houses up the proper way. So then again, that takes up market share from single families or from a single person that wants to buy a home for the primary residence. And then we have people overseas coming and purchasing property. And a lot of other countries do not allow it. If you want to buy property in another country, there's lots of loopholes you have to go through. I forget what country it was, but I think it's Italy. You have to get your citizenship first and then buy a house or spend X amount of dollars to get your passport, etc. Or that might even, I don't even know. I forget where it is. But anyways, in America, we just let anybody come in here and buy what they want. And that takes away from single families. When I say single families, I am talking about, and corporations, a lot of corporations will buy these homes up. Blackrock is very infamous for this, and then rent them out, do whatever it is. Single family, when I say single family, I'm talking about like a single person buying a house for their primary residence or a family buying a house for a primary residence or a couple or whatever. I'm talking about people that want to own one property as their primary residence. I'm not talking about the people that are buying multiple properties and renting them out. That's a problem. And that's what's causing the high cost. Okay. And then in Los Angeles, we got slumlords like crazy. My sister's place that she was living in had mold all over it. Landlords did nothing. The housing board in Los Angeles County did nothing. It's absolutely ludicrous. Okay. And these people are allowed to do it. And I'm not a really big advocate for government intervention, because I feel like the more government intervention we have, the more things that we have to do and the more restrictions that we have. But at this point, the U.S. government needs to come in, stop letting people that are not paying American taxes buy properties, stop all of the insanity. If they want to keep rates at 8%, fantastic, do it. But for people, and I don't care if they're a first-time buyer or not, for people that want to buy a property for their primary residence, they should get a discounted rate, like at 3% to where it's affordable, and get some sort of help. That's the only way I see America getting out of this insanity, okay? And this relates to the Coinbase ad because we're talking about houses. And when we talk about changing the current system, we can do that with Bitcoin. We could do that with crypto, but it doesn't stop the high interest rates, and it doesn't stop the unaffordable housing, and it doesn't stop inflation, okay? Bitcoin and crypto are tools that you can use for many different things. People like to use Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation to build wealth. People like to use crypto and meme coins and altcoins to trade to obtain more Bitcoin. That's kind of really how I started off doing it, and plus to make additional money. Okay. However, trading is very, very hard, and you're never going to time the market correctly, any way, shape, or form. So with that being said, the system is broken. How do we fix it? Well, that would cause all of us to unite together under one unit and say, we want this. But unfortunately, the way mainstream media, social media, and a lot of different outlets want us to be, because they're controlled by the powers that be. They want us to be at odds. They want us to. And crypto Twitter and a lot of subsets in crypto are not mentally capable of doing this. I've tried talking to people that dislike me about certain things and how we can make change and make waves and do things, and people don't care. That's fine. That's their business. But this advertisement from Coinbase is very powerful, and it hits straight to home. We have 284 beautiful people watching the channel. I appreciate you. We need at least 269 likes. When you smash the like, it pushes this information out to more people. We want to get this unbiased information out to as many people as possible, so it just kicks something off in their mind so that they get out of the rut and say, I can do this, I can do better, all of those types of things. And big shout out to everybody in the chat, okay? To Brian, to John, to Little D, to Corey, to Jimmy, to Mike, all of you awesome people, and all of you that are brand new here, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We got a poll at the top. What coin should I chart? A lot of people want Solana. I told other people, if you don't want Solana, I have a Kadena keychain. It's pink and it's in the it's by my keys. But I've got a Kadena keychain. I just need to find something to do it. Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I've got a great thumbnail guy who's been with me forever. He edits a lot of my videos too. And good morning to Raider. But I'm happy to be here with you guys. This is going to be a fun bull run. And I'm going to be the crabby old lady that is going to nag you and yell at you and remind you, did you take profits? Did you control your trading and investing journal? Because it's important, okay? Bitcoin is ripping. Everything is up. We're excited. Everything is pumping. It's great. But this could be potentially euphoria. This could be one of the moves that we have up and then we get a really nasty dump. And you should expect that to happen. I'm not saying this is going to be the one, but we've seen that historically happen in the past. So with that being said, we covered the Coinbase thingamajig over here. I've got a banana because I'm starting to feel a little bit faint, but let's take a look at the crypto markets. Everything is up. Ordi is up 51.1%. Pepe is up 19.3%. Near, Pyth, Stacks, KCS, CFX, Cake. Cake is making a comeback. That Binance Smart Chain making a comeback. However, I think that Solana will probably take over that market cap just because Binance Smart Chain is not necessarily as secure. That's just my personal opinion, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at Sol because that was the most requested chart that you guys give. And I just did a cute little line over here. This was drawn a little bit earlier today. I had posted on Twitter. I'm going to talk about the Bitcoin levels in a minute. But we already got that little bit of a breakout out of the descending wedgie. And so we're on our way up. And I did buy a little bit of Sol yesterday. Last night, but around whatever it was, 60, 61, I think it was 60. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to hold this bag for a long term. I don't feel like trading this for a long time. I want to see what goes. Anyways, we broke out. Things are looking good for Sol. So I would expect if we continue to pump to about 65.58. Now, taking a look at the daily chart. Daily chart is going to paint a bit of a different picture because that's what she does. And it's always important to look at different time frames, okay? The fact that we had a swing wick low all the way down to 59.21, but we were able to open here at about 61.50 is fantastic. This is good. Market Cipher did print a red dot, okay? And sometimes when we get a red dot that's printed on the larger time frame, that could indicate a move downward. So I would be cautious here. So if we're not able to hit that 65.38, we should go back down within this range here. And I'm okay with Solana trading in this range for quite some time. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. I think that, we will see a breakout before we know it. And then we'll head up into this range about $75 to $104, okay? And just as long as people are building and developing on Solana, it will continue to do well. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin, I posted this on Twitter yesterday because why not? It's fun. So that being said, we've sustained above $40,349, and we're currently trading at approximately 43.7 here. We're getting ready to kiss $45,000. The next level above that would be 47. Then 49 and 52. I don't feel like going over all of the different areas how I got that, because you can clearly see it if you take a look at the weekly. Basically, you're just looking for the tops and the support and resistance areas, the cute little candle butt heads over here. So right now, Bitcoin is looking really, really great. However, be prepared for a pullback, and we might get a pullback at any given time, because one of the things about the market, and one of the things I preach hard and I scream and I yell about, is that the market does not care about you. Just because you want to see Bitcoin at $400,000 or $500,000, like we talked about with Bloomberg's ridiculous prediction, doesn't mean that's going to come to fruition. And that's okay. But that's why it's important to have a plan. Okay. It's important to have a plan. I'm probably going to start taking profit with my Bitcoin around $100,000 and see where we go and start writing that up. You know, there's a lot of people that think we're going to hit 200,000, and I'm happy with setting limits and taking profit. Why would I do that? Because you don't know exactly where the market's going to end up. And it doesn't matter if you sell the top or not. Back in 2021, we didn't sell the top. We started really taking profit heavily around like $43,000. Okay. You need people you can trust. Guess what? I'm going to give you some hard advice here. Don't trust anyone. Never trust anyone. Don't trust me. Don't trust anyone. Why? Because you can't trust people. You have to believe in yourself. You come in this world alone, you exit this world alone, and there's people along the way that will, you know, can kind of help on your journey, but you should never blindly trust someone. Ever. Because the people that we trust the most in life are the ones that could end up hurting us the most. Okay. Is that financial advice? Yeah, when I'm telling you not to trust anyone. But if you want to go against the grain and not hear what I'm saying here, that's your business. That's not my business. I don't trust anybody. Why? Because I've been done very, very wrong throughout my life, and I just don't. I don't need the heartache. Okay. Exactly. And don't let your emotions get in the way. Don't. There's no need to do that. Just you got this. I believe in you. All right, let's talk about this story over here. This is really quick. I will be retiring from Congress at the end of my current term. I believe there is a season for everything. And for me, this season has come to an end. I look forward to what comes next for me and my family. I appreciate this, but at the same time, this is very sad news for crypto because he was one of the people that was kind of calling against Gary Gensler. And Gary Gensler is a cancer on this industry. The current administration is a cancer on this industry. And it's just been absolutely disgusting what we have seen done to the crypto industry. What happens in our industry, because it's something that is essentially ungovernable to an extent, we see people doing the complete opposite of what they're supposed to. Okay. So the crypto contagion, I think it was all planned. I think FTX was a plan. I think FTX caused a lot of harm to projects. We know they did it with ICP. There was just too many ties that we can't let slide. I think FTX was planned. They got into bed with Celsius and Voyager and BlockFi and all these other dummies. And I think it was 100% planned to say, we need regulation. We need to protect you. But in reality, because of the lack of regulation, that's why we were not protected. Okay. That's why we were not protected. And at the same time, even though Coinbase has this great ad, they're hitting it home. They're talking about for the people, by the people. Do not leave your crypto on those exchanges. Okay, use cold storage. Also, too, we are partnered with phemex, so I got to show that. I pinned it at the top. Did I pin it? I don't know. It's in here somewhere. Or it's down at the bottom. If you want to use my ref link, fantastic. That helps support the channel. It helps cover payroll. But don't leave your crypto on these exchanges, okay? And you need to read the terms of service, okay? Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation on these matters. And a lot of people like Caspa. It's up. It's doing well. But this is going to be a sad day when Patrick McHenry leaves. And at the same time, who's going to replace him? He is the 10th Congressional District Chairman for the Financial Crime Committee, I believe. Anyways, let's get into this. So here's another video we got to watch about CNBC. Just in, CNBC says Bitcoin is the first asset in history that is more scarce than gold. And they're correct about this to an extent. Because what's cool about Bitcoin is Bitcoin's code, and gold is a natural resource. Gold is a natural resource. So I think crypto, gold, all of it, Bitcoin, have a little bit of all of it. But let's go ahead and listen to this clip here. Okay.
Question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening or the halving, but
either way, I call it the halvening, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Either one. We're getting to that in April, I think, right? Yep.
Also, too, the halvening is a moving date, and that relies on miners' productivity. So it is a fluctuating date. There is not a set date for it. If something happens to the network, the halvening can be postponed. It can increase. It can come up faster than we know it. It really, really depends. I am not a miner. I am not the most tech-savvy person in the world. Seth from Mind Your Biz does great work on all of this stuff. You can even go to Savage Mind, my friend that passed away. He had a lot of great videos about this in the past. You can learn more about mining, or you can just read a simple article.
That's been a bullish thing before. I sort of wonder, is it the same thing, though? Is that already getting priced in, or is there something technical that actually happens that would make it be priced in close?
I don't know who these people are also.
To the event.
So what we've seen historically is that the 12 to 16 months after a halvening is the best performance of Bitcoin. So that's what everybody's thinking about. This time might be different because the price of Bitcoin's higher. We now only have, I think it's 900 Bitcoin a day that come out, so that gets cut in half. It's not a lot of Bitcoin, but what it does do is it makes Bitcoin more scarce than gold. So for the first time in history, you have an asset that is more scarce than gold.
In what way more scarce?
Let's call it a stock to flow ratio. So the amount of Bitcoin mined every year divided by the amount outstanding, same with gold. And now there'll be, quote unquote, less Bitcoin than gold mined on a relative basis.
All right.
Question about the halving. I've heard it called the halvening.
Sorry, that was gross. Anyways, I was hungry. And these are my favorite types of bananas when they're just turning yellow. Just turning yellow. Are you holding Dogecoin? Yep, I got a moon bag of Dogecoin. I own Solana. I had a moon bag of Solana. I added more last night. Probably bought the top. Don't care. I've always had Bitcoin and Ethereum. Never sold any of that. Always had tons of stable coins. Always sat on cash and just did things at my own pace. I don't really kind of talk about all my trades because it's not y'all's business. I don't like that. Because somebody walked up to me and asked what was in my purse, I would be like, but that's what they're saying. They're saying Bitcoin is more scarce than gold. So good. Awesome. Buy more Bitcoin if that's what you want to do. And again, this is a very bullish case that we're seeing now on mainstream media. And this is good because people love to believe mainstream media. They don't care. People don't like to fact check, and that's okay. Anyways, we have 404 beautiful people in here, intelligent people. Make sure to smash the like. Share this video. That helps support me. Okay? Anyways, let's get into the next story because we've got a lot to cover today in a short period of time. So Blackrock, our BFFs at Blackrock. Blackrock Bitwise file updated spot Bitcoin ETF applications with the SEC. And Bruce Fenton commented on it. He's been on my show before. Great guy. And then Joe Carly C, whoever this is, commented about it too. So let's go ahead and read some of the facts. So BlackRock and Bitwise update their S1 filings for spot Bitcoin ETFs with the SEC yesterday. Updated BlackRock filing include new language about efforts the trust administration will take to monitor unusual price movements. Also added language about AML compliance. Let's break this down and talk about what this means because this is dumb. Okay? This is dumb, the dumb. First, BlackRock received we talked about that, received 100,000 seed funding for spot Bitcoin ETF. The unknown seed investor agreed to purchase $100,000 worth of shares on October 27th, 2023. BlackRock's latest filing reveals. Okay, let's talk about what this means, though, in their new language. Oh, that was a separate story. Anyways, let's talk about the new language. So what this language means is that so a lot of people thought that Binance had to be taken down in order for BlackRock Bitcoin spot to get approved because control, which is ridiculous. But again, there's things happening behind the scenes we have no idea about any way, shape, or form. And this makes sense to me. However, they didn't take Binance down. They have a new CEO and the CEO has ties to WEF. Okay. So it gets to be a little bit scary. And again, I think that Coinbase and Binance are basically going to be the crypto banks of the world. I really, really do at this point, okay? And that should scare you. That should make you a little bit scary because Bitcoin is supposed to be decentralized. It was so nice to have so many different options to trade on, but here we are. And the fact that they updated the filing to include new language about efforts the trust administration will take to monitor unusual price movement is kind of wild. I don't know if they do this with stocks as well, but Bitcoin is really a free market. It's a group of people that are buying and selling. Plus, we've got the support of the miners, and it's a very unique asset, okay? We're talking about language about AML compliance. They basically just want to know what you're doing with your money. So if you're somebody who's been buying Bitcoin and has not been paying your taxes, you probably should do that. I think taxes are a scam. We should end the Fed, and taxes are just a complete waste. But at the same time, you have to pay your crypto taxes because the United States of America will gaffle you up faster than they will. I don't even know. Okay. So it's very interesting the language that they had to change about. And we're going to get the Bitcoin spot ETF approved. It's just going to take some time. And remember, there's going to be actual physical Bitcoin that's being custodied by these guys. And I want to say that Coinbase was listed as that. I can't remember. Neither here nor there. Okay. But let's talk about this BlackRock story here. And again, with BlackRock being in, I don't want to go to Dubai. I don't want to go. But with BlackRock being basically owning everything, and remember, BlackRock is an owner of MicroStrategy, owns some of their shares, their shareholders, okay? BlackRock's been in Bitcoin for quite some time, okay? And because BlackRock wants something, they're going to get it. Again, they're in bed with the people. But anyways, going back to the BlackRock receiving $100,000 seed funding for Bitcoin spot ETF, the investor agreed to purchase these shares in October 27th. They got 4,000 shares at a price per price of $25. Seed capital represents the initial funding that allows an ETF to fund the creation units underlying the ETF so that shares can be offered and traded in the open market. Oof. Things are heating up. The spot ETF is going to get approved. It will. It totally will. It will. It's just a matter of time. And again, I'm not a big fan of I'm not a fan of the ETFs. Why? Because I think it takes away Bitcoin's true intended purpose. You guys have to remember, and we're going to talk about ownership. We got a crazy gaming NFT story that we're going to cover on, but you guys have to remember. You guys have to remember that the whole purpose of Bitcoin is to, sorry, I'm a little bit shiny. Sorry, gotta fix this. And for those that want to know what makeup product I'm using, this is, it's an old compact, but it's Maybelline Fit. It's just in my office just in case. I got a little makeup bag. We got stuff in here. And I use this OPV beauty crap from London. It's setting powder. I don't know. I don't really know how to do makeup. Anyways. But the Blackrock Spot ETF just kind of takes away from the entire true intended purpose of Bitcoin, which is to own your own money. Because essentially what you're going to do is you're going to pay somebody else to manage your money for you. But I get it's like a good insurance policy, but at the same time, if the custodian goes bankrupt, you still lose your Bitcoin. So do what y'all want to do. I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's against Satoshi's vision, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyways, let's get back into it. So this is exciting for DeFi, okay? DeFi market rebounds $50 billion as speculators hunt for yield. So the total amount of capital locked or staked across all DeFi protocols today hit $50 billion. And this is the first time it happened in 6 months. Since October 13th, when we were at a multi-year lows, the figure has increased by 15 billion. So this is great. This is indicating that people are making profits. They're taking their profits and they're putting it into DeFi. I think DeFi is a fantastic tool. I don't DeFi as hard as I should. And that's something I'm looking forward on fixing. I got a couple things in my personal life. I got to get situated. Then I will be able to think a little bit more clearly. And another thing, I'll get back to that in a second. But another tip and trick I want to give you guys is if you are not in the right state mentally, if you're going through something traumatic or you're having a bad day or you're a little bit cranky or you're PMSing or whatever that is, don't make decisions. Don't do something. And if, let's say it's a 6-month time period where you're not feeling yourself, don't take the trade. No action is action. If your bottom line is going to be impacted by your choices, be responsible and don't do it. Now back to DeFi. DeFi is great. And one of the things I love about DeFi and even staking on centralized exchanges is use a moonbag. And that's what we've always advocated for on the show. Because if you're using a moonbag to earn yield, or you're using it on a centralized exchange or DeFi protocol or whatever it is, if something happens, if there's a hack, if something goes down, you lose your price, something happens, you will be okay. You'll be okay. Because it's just house money. That's a tip and trick I like to do. Other people like to do things differently, but that's your business, okay? That is your business. And with that being said, do what works for you. But that's what we like to do. That's what we like to do. So do that. But this is great because this means that there's money coming into the market. People are making profit. Everybody's happy. Everybody's doing well. And it makes me happy to see people thrive. It really, really does. We have 243 likes, but I would like 369 likes. Also, too, crypto gamers in the chat. Yesterday, he sent me a DM. Oh, he's got some alpha. For those of you that missed out on Ordi, then go and take a look at trac. It has a use case as BRC20, ordinal, not financial advice. So Crypto Gamer said trac. Is that trac? Yeah. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chart. Why am I taking a look at the chart? Because Crypto Gamer is dropping alpha and he has a pretty successful strike rate. This is not financial advice. This is just me taking a chart request from a community member that is also a very, very good friend of mine. He is a very, very nice person. I have talked to him for a very long time and he's just a good dude. Good dude. So this is trac, and when I read Origin Trail, it reminds me of Oregon Trail because I'm old. But in Crypto Gamer, I believe that you said that you're talking about this. Is this the project you're talking about? This looks fantastic, actually. Wow, this looks great. Ooh, I love charts like this. You love charts that have completely dumped to hell. And do this. You love it. I want to see if I can find a different. And Gamer, you can DM me. If you DM me on, I gotta talk to my sister. But if you DM me on Telegram, I'll take it. But this is trac. I want to look at a chart that might have a little bit more data. my daughter, when I took her to a crypto event once, me and her dad. But anyway, she would walk around and she was like 3 years old and she was like walk around and she'd tell everybody, I just want a little bit of ice cream, little bit. It was so stinking cute. Some people remember that. Some people remember that. Anyways, Bittrex is down. They've got let's take a look at KuCoin. No, is that? I don't know. I don't know what chart to use. Let's go ahead and go to, let me go to, this is a really great free platform. If you didn't buy TradingView, when they had the sale, I highly recommend Coin Trader Pro. I really do, because it's fantastic. We don't want to use Coin Paprikis, even though paprika is yum for you. I didn't know that paprika was crushed red pepper. I love crushed red pepper. Okay, so yourmom.com. All right, so we got CoinMarketCap, Origin Trail. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this bad boy up. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. These types of charts are better because you can see a lot more history. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the weekly because I just kind of want to see where we're at. All right, so this is Origin Trail. This thing pumped to high heck in 2021 because we're in the bull run. Hold on, Crypto Gamer's messaging me. Why is my Telegram not working over here? Why is it not working? Sorry, Gamer. Why is it not working? Oh, hold on a second. Trac. Oh, trac ordinals. Oh, we're looking at the wrong one over here. Okay, we're looking at the wrong run. I apologize. And see, that's why I need Mr. Gamer. Tell me, trac ordinals. I can't find it. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna take a look at CoinGecko because I don't know where it is that way, and I apologize, guys. It takes me a minute. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Be patient. Track ticker. It's T. So that's why I got confused. I was like, well, Origin Trail. So we're talking about. Hold up. Maybe I might not be able to find it because I'm a little bit challenged over here. It's TRAC. TRAC. Whoopsie. TRAC. Okay. Origin Trail track. Aha. Track ordinals. Okay. So he's talking about this right here and it's up 51.9%. Generally when I'm trading and investing, I don't like to buy the tops, but the type of market we're in, I think it's okay, but you do need to understand the risks. So this is the project over here. It's on, you can see it on OrdiScan. It's a BRC20 token. Remember, I told you guys to pay attention to BRC20 tokens. I told you in the bear market. Why? Because that's what Wendy does. It's currently on Gate. So let's go ahead and take a quick look. Well, actually, I'll go to Bitmart and go and click that. Here we go. Okay, so this is the chart over here. I'm being lazy today. Okay, so this is the chart over here. That's a 15-minute. Let's take a look at the weekly. This is the weekly. And while this thing pumped pretty hard, what is this? Oh, why is it Bitcoin? Oh, damn it. I've got a lot on my mind today. Please. This is the right one. Okay, this thing just launched, okay? Okay, so this is hard for me because I don't like to buy projects like this because it makes me nervous. But honestly, if you look at the price action, this would be kind of a degen play. But if you look at the price action here, I think it's kind of a win-win because if it's going to do anything like ordinals did, you probably want to pay attention because we're probably going to pump all the way up to $10 again, okay? So this is what I would take a look at. These types of charts that are brand new things, it makes me nervous, but you guys know what to do. You've been given a gem. You do what you want to do with it. And shout out to Crypto Gamer. And if you want to know where to trade it, you go to CoinGecko. You can go ahead and type it in and it'll tell you generally down at the bottom, Unisat, Bitmart, and Gate.io. Be very cautious with Gate.io because I've heard a lot of problems from a lot of people. They have like $10,000 of my money too. But anyways, all right, let's talk about this next story. BONK won't stop. Solana meme coin sets another all-time high. As Solana continues to climb recent weeks, its top meme coin BONK is reaping rewards, now up 762% in the past 30 days. Congratulations to everybody who got up on this. That's awesome. I love to see people make money. It's good. Even my enemies. I don't even want to have enemies. Having enemies is stupid. I don't have time for it. Anyways, and it just rose 24 hours over 30%, and it's up 762% since launch of December of 2022. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to this. We're going to go ahead and look at BONK. We're going to go take a look at BONK USD on the Duola, and this is what it's at over here. I think this is the proper one. So this thing is pumped like a freaking crazy train over here, okay? What was it at over here? April 2023? Is it this one? I don't know if it's the same one. Is it too late to invest in BONK? I don't know. It's pumping. You can do what you want to do. I don't know if this is the same one or not. It might be. We'll go to CoinGecko over here. Wendy's, I'm taking my own advice here. BONK is a Solana. BINK. All right, BONK. BONK, your BONK if you want to BONK. All right, so BONK price, yeah, I think that was the same one. Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so this is BONK coin. It's currently up 15% over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at, it's on CoinX. I thought it would be on, people are just probably trading on decentralized exchanges for this, which is fine. Do your CoinX user, Anyways, if you have fun with BONK, do what you want to do. KuCoin has BONK. I don't feel like going to KuCoin. Anyways, so let's take a look at this next story. Okay, so we talked about BONK. If you want to get into BONK, have fun with it. It's a meme coin. Be cautious. But take a look at this. So this is from my buddy. I think it's. I just like to call them Jago because it just sounds cute. But he says, "Wow, this BONK whale removed all of his Solette BTC to USDC right before FTX crash, and Solette BTC drastically lost peg. Incredible sus wallet activity, and of course, they're now pumping BONK. So I would be cautious because of this news." I would do additional due diligence on this person's wallet. And he quote tweeted Jake Burden, stake with the Lotus validator. So with this news, that's why it's important to be on crypto Twitter. With this news, what you want to do is you want to verify and you want to continue to do due diligence before you get into something. This would be a red flag for me. What I would do is I'd probably consult with my team and some of my other trading friends and investing friends and degens and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? Let's take a look at the wallets. My toes are not still white. They're French tip. I'm gonna go get them done on Saturday because I get my nails done every once a month now because I found a girl that does a great job, and it's cheaper for me to have her do it than it was for me to go do the other type that I was getting because I was doing every 2 weeks. So I just do once a month now. So then I do my toes every 2 months, but I do like pedicures and stuff at home, take care of the feet because I got funky looking feet. D knows, he sees them, and I put my clammy feet on him. Oh. But he's stinky, so it's okay. Anyways, but with that being said, save money where you can. So anyways, when we're talking about BONK and this news about the wallet and the transfer and stuff, that would be something negative you would want to put in your fundamental analysis. Me personally, when I see crap like this, I just tend to stay away because I don't want to deal with the drama. But I would pay attention to this. Can you still make money on BONK? Probably, but just keep this in your fundamental analysis. And you guys know best. You know your risk tolerance best. Next. Lookchain, an FTX related address, and staked 1.5 million SOL, 90 million 2 hours ago and transferred to a different address. And we noticed that the address deposited 4.13 million SOL, 248 million to Coinbase 11 hours ago. So this is a FTX related address. I don't know exactly what they mean by this, but let's take a look at the notes. Okay, FTX unstake. Okay, so basically FTX unstakes souls and moves it to Coinbase. So with this being said, part of the bankruptcy process is selling assets. So basically what they're going to do, they probably send it over to Coinbase. I don't know if it's going to be done OTC. I don't know what it is, but I would assume, and again, this is just me assuming, that they're going to sell some of the position. Okay, so that could cause SOL to go down. Great, fantastic, but it might not go down because there's so much hype around the project. But again, that's something you want to put in your trading and investing journal and make a choice for yourself because you're all intelligent, you're well-versed, and you're all confident in your financial decisions. And make sure you guys smash a like. Make sure you smash a like. I would appreciate that. We have 430 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into the next thingamajig. All right, let's go back. Okay, so that was that. TokenFi price jumps 48%. Here's why. And this, I believe. Let's see what's going on with TokenFi. Exciting. So TokenFi pumped over 45% in the past 24 hours, and it's up over 100% in the past week. It was recently relaunched by the Floki Inu team, which we've covered it on the channel. So if you got into it, great. It attracted a lot of attention for the real world assets tokenization. Its RWA tokenization module set to launch 2025. Platform has also lined up a series of product launches in the coming weeks. Staking will go live on both Ethereum BNB chain mainnets December 8th. I like RWH, and I actually, mixing, if you're watching this, let's do a little video on it. I'll just do like a quick 2 to 3 minute video on it. We can do the basics of it because I've been hearing a lot and I think we need to talk about it. They're going to launch its token launcher on Quick Launch Bot and Launchpad, and testnets for the token launcher and Quick Launch Bot went live last week with users able to create tokens in just a few clicks without touching a line of code. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Now let's talk about some GameFi tokens. Okay, let's talk about that. Well, kind of, sort of. Anyways, big time Ordi tokens lead nearly 250 million in altcoin liquidations. Yikes. Big time is a great product. They do the game and stuff, but apparently they led quite a few liquidations. Okay. Let's talk about what these liquidations are. So high liquidations on some altcoin futures led by Big Time and Ordi protocols created 250 million total liquidations the past 24 hours. 15 million Ordi bets were liquidated and 12 million on Big Time. So be cautious. Just be cautious. Don't try to dictate the market. The market will wreck you. Also to you guys, if you want a free airdrop of Karate Combat tokens, I'm going to be shilling them every single day on the channel. Go ahead. I'm going to put it in the chat, but go ahead and put your email address, sign up, and get the at. And the reason why I'm supporting them and the way that I work with them, they send me to their events. In addition to that, they have been so generous to send the self-care lab out of Montclair, California, send our underserved youth there to watch the fight live in real time. And I'm so excited. It makes me so happy to see projects that give back, especially to organizations, nonprofits that are good. It just makes mama happy, because we should give back. We should be of service. And as Miss Nita said, and one of the things we talk about heavily on this channel is when you open your hand to receive, don't close it. Keep your hand open. Turn around to your local community. Turn around to your family. Turn around to people that you love, maybe even a stranger, and keep that hand open and allow them to receive some goodness. Thank you, Coach Nita. We rock with you. And she sent me a funny message this morning checking up on me because I called her a little bit frazzled last night. Let me tell you something. This woman, when I am in, she's the only woman I know that her voice soothes me, number one. She's so inspirational. I look up to her. She's a hero of mine. I don't say that lightly about a lot of people. Like Stevie Nicks is a hero of mine. My great aunt was a hero of mine. My mom some days, and Miss Nita. Because when Miss Nita talks, it's like listening to a sermon. Like, her voice is so certain, but she is the only person I know that I could hear give a motivational speech and be like, bitch, you ain't shit at the end. And I'm just like, you're right. I'm not, because nobody is. And I love the woman. I love for everything she stands for. I rock with her and those kids. But anyways, if you want some Karate Combat tokens, it's a project on HBAR. Go rock with that. Oh, why do I got all these people that want to go live with me? I don't want to go live. You guys scare me. Woo, scary. And Queen is, I got to say something about Queen. Queen is one of our family members in the O Army, and she's probably out trading all of us. She's out trading me, and I'm so proud of her and happy for her. And and I want to tell you all something really quick. If nobody told you today, I'm really proud of you. I really, really am proud of you. Sometimes we don't tell people that enough, but I'm proud of you. Go normalize telling someone you're proud of them. This morning when I was driving my kid to school, I looked back and I said, baby, mommy's proud of you. And she just, tell their kids you're proud of them, even for something, even if they pick up their stinky socks off the floor and put it in the hamper, or just tell, if they're sitting there chilling, whatever it is they're doing, tell them they're proud of them. Call your mom, I'm proud of you. Call your dad, I'm proud of your grandma. Go spread some goodness. Thank you for the hearts. But I'm proud of y'all. I really, really am. And we got 69 watchers on the TikTok. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. All right, let's get into the next big thing. Oh, this page doesn't exist. Oh, hold on. Let me see. What happened? Oh, what's going on? Hold up. Hold on 1 second. What are we doing? I'm sorry, you guys. Sometimes that happens to me. It doesn't exist. Okay. Anyways, today I need to give a big thank you to Equation. They are the partners of the O Show today. So thank you so much, Equation, for rocking with the O Show. We appreciate you and thank you. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Equation and our partnership and some of the awesome news that they have. Okay, so let's talk about it. So we talked about Equation last week. And remember, their token EQU was a fair launch with 100% of it being generated through position mining, liquidity mining, and referral mining. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. And I want to give you guys an update. The Equip 3 proposal is up next, and the proposal introduces a new approach called Pool 2 mining, designed to reward liquidity providers. So basically, you add your EQU and your ETH/ETH pair to the liquidity pool. If you don't know for short, liquidity pool is LP. And then you can stake it for rewards. I'm going to tell you guys though, okay? I am a big proponent anytime you're staking, adding, contributing to DeFi, etc., to use a moon bag. Reason why is because you could suffer things like impermanent loss, or there could be other things that happen. I'm not saying this is the case with Equation. I'm just simply saying that that's always something that you do want to consider to minimize risk, okay? And that's what Wendy does. I don't care. I don't care. We always talk about these things because it's important. It's very, very important. But anyways, back to what I was saying before I interrupted myself, okay? So if you're in DeFi, you already know these basic concepts. If not, I highly recommend you join the community. So let's say you want to start in DeFi and you don't know where to go because like we said, like $50 billion flooded into DeFi earlier this week, okay? So this would be a great place to start. Join the Equation community, join their chats, ask questions, and then decide if you want to participate or not. We've got the links down below, okay? And then also too, we got this over here. Equation also has a massive partnership with the integration of the BitGet wallet, which is the world's leading cryptocurrency exchange and Web3 company. And they're basically talking about being committed to shaping the future of a decentralized world. And one of the things you're going to notice, a lot of the exchanges that stuck around, they're going to have Web3 wallets. And that's good because that allows you to store your crypto assets. As far as the OPSEC on that, we'll talk about that at a later time. But this is a great partnership announcement. I'm going to go ahead and like that for them because I think it's absolutely fantastic. I love to see options for people. And I love that the Equation team is just so happy to have people join their community and them to explain any type of concepts of oh my gosh, I can't even think of DeFi. Okay. So anyways, there's that. And then they also have the referrals. All you got to do is connect your wallet. You can enjoy referrals. I have that. I've got my referral thing in the chat. Is it? I don't know. But also too, a couple other things I want to touch on. We talked about the wallet integration for BitGet, but we also are going to talk about the OKX, and we were just looking at that too, but we're going to talk about the OKX Web3 wallet, and that is also integrated with Equation. So if you like OKX, you can use that. If you like BitGet, you can use that. Do whatever works for you. But I think it's really cool. And again, I highly recommend you guys join their community and ask questions, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and drop my ref link in the chat. If you want to use it, great. If you want to use somebody else's, good. Don't care. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and drop it in the chat. And thank you so much, the 400 plus of you watching. And we got about 80 of you on TikTok. So thank you. Rock with you. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's go ahead and get back in to the stuff because we got a couple more topics we need to cover. All right. So South African regulator may license 36 crypto companies in December. We're going to South Africa, babies. We're going to some South Africa. I don't know. I'm not moving anywhere anytime soon, but it's funny. But anyways, so basically South Africa's financial regulator removed 120 applications from crypto service asset providers and intends to discuss 36 of them during next week's meeting this month. 22 more applications will be presented on February 13th, and the last 14 applications have to wait until March 12th. Awesome. And then, of course, since we're talking about things globally, Singapore must set robust crypto framework for 2024. Okay, so the Monetary Authority of Singapore introduced new crypto regs, and it requires risk awareness for retail, prohibits incentives from crypto payment service providers, aims to enhance governance and protect the public from high-risk activities, and regulations will be mandated in early 2024 with a 9-month transition period for companies to comply. Side note, Ripple and Circle have been granted Singapore's payment institution licenses. What does this mean? This basically means that the United States of America is trash when it comes to crypto regulations, and Singapore is a lot more progressive, which is very interesting, right? So all they want to do is they want to instill a basic test for people to make sure that they're competent investors. They want to have protections against centralized exchange and just make sure everybody's educated. And another thing I love that they're doing is they're going to be integrating a time period like a grace period, basically the same thing that Hester Peirce wanted to integrate to get crypto companies to comply. To get them scheduled to comply, because it's very hard once you create a company when you've been giving no guidelines on how to operate, and then you decide, hey, I want to operate within the constraints of the law because y'all are giving me guidelines. So the Singapore government is giving them like time to do that. Great. Bye, Gary Gensler. Bye. Okay. Binance multi-billion-dollar CFTC penalty was heightened, says Commissioner Kristen Johnson, and she was right. Johnson called that the agency sued crypto exchange because it simply failed to comply with regulation and didn't accuse it of misconduct. I agree with her. It was heightened because the CFTC has been on record publicly saying if you come to the U.S. markets and operate, inviting U.S. customers to participate, you have to comply. Binance left United States of America. Somebody said, why do I speak so fast? Well, I have ADHD. And I also have some little imbalances from trauma. So, and combined with that, with the ADHD and the chronic anxiety and depression that I have, I get like really, really big highs and really, really lows. So when I stream, I get a lot of adrenaline sometimes. And so it makes, I don't know, I just do. It's just how I am. Also, too, I'm Italian, so I don't know if it's cultural or not, but I'm Italian. Shout out to Manga. But I have ADHD. It's okay to have ADHD. Embrace it. But it's just me, and I apologize, but I'm not a regular girl. I'm just different. I'm kind of like a boy. I don't know. You want to know what I want to do in this life? I would love to retire. We'll still make content, but just do a little bit less in it. Like when I have more money than I need, I would love to buy a place, a Spanish-style home in Topanga Canyon, have a place in Vegas, and I would like to travel between the two. And I would love to go back. I would love to go back to school and become an attorney. I know, I'm just explaining. And I would love to help like DV survivors or like underdogs. I don't know what I'm going to do. Quick question. You have a ton of fake profiles. How do you deal with that? There's no way for me to deal with that. Let me tell you guys about the fake profiles. I have a trademark, and I was even able to use that to get my Instagram account back, and they still left all the fake profiles up. They don't care. Unfortunately, the centralized social media platforms don't care about impersonators. I've done everything I can. I've spent thousands of dollars. I to get the trademarks done and dealt with the attorney's fees, it cost me close to like 10 to 20 grand to do it. And there's nothing I can do. Like people get mad and they blame me. There's nothing I can do about it. So it sucks. But I want to be, and I just want, and also too, I want to be a house, open concept house, Spanish style with pool, with some fountains. And I just want to like walk around in like long black dresses and listen to records and watch music men play. That's what I want to do. I want to be at peace, and I'll find that peace soon. I will. Anyways, I know I'm a little bit crazy. I'm a little bit crazy, but that's what Andy wants to do. Shout out to Six Figs. Six Figs, if you're going to be here, and you know, and shout out to Queen, but Six Figs, if you're going to be up in the chat, you better be posting those feet pics. All right. So this is what Warren Davidson sent. So basically, fire Gary Gensler. Oh, hold on. Gamer is sending me stuff. Hold on. This is Gamer, you guys. This is not me. Okay. He also says one more alpha call to watch. Alex Labs is a Bitcoin DeFi DEX connected to Stex. Alex is the ticker. This is from Crypto Gamer. This is not from me. So both of these calls are going to be Crypto Gamer calls. I never take calls from anybody else because that's ghetto, and we're not ghetto here. So he says to look at Alex, and he also says to look at trac from ordinals. They're all part of the BRC 20 ecosystem. So with that being said, do your due diligence, but you've just been given 2 crypto gems. Okay. I'm going to write them down for myself. I'm going to go get some. Anyways, but that's what he said. And yeah, but basically this is what they want to do with the new structure and get rid of Gary Gensler. They're not going to do it because they're all a bunch of slobs. Anyways, U.S. crypto lobbying on course for record spend this year. Crypto companies spent over $19 million on lobbying by the end of the third quarter compared with $16 million in the same period last year. $19 million for lobbying. You know what? Lobbying should be made illegal. It should be named illegal. Yes, Alex and trac. Not Origin Trail. They're BRC20 related tokens, and you can look them up on CoinGecko. So those are the 2 alpha calls. Play your cards right, and you'll probably make a lot of money. That's not financial advice. Anyways. All right, so U.S. lobbying spending by the crypto industry is close to hitting record high. They spent approximately $19 million by the end of quarter 3. Spending was up $16.1 million the same period. Coinbase was the biggest spender, $2.16 million. And Crypto.com owner Forrest Dax, Binance, and the Crypto Trade Group, the Blockchain Association, are other big spenders. Last year, FTX was among the top spenders, and they spent around $22 million. Yeah, the blue will protect Gensler. He's trash. Anyways, Coinbase. Coinbase gathers U.S. presidential candidates to talk crypto. All right, let's see. Good for Coinbase. I like that Coinbase is doing it. So anyways, they stole our idea over a DCTA, which is fine. But this, and I haven't been able to get in touch with them because I would love to help them, but whatever. I'm not their type. But anyways, Coinbase's Stand with Crypto campaign is uniting 2024 U.S. presidential candidates to discuss blockchain crypto. Politicians, including Republican candidates Asia Hutchinson and Vivek, and Democratic candidates Dean Phillips, will attend face-to-face meeting in New Hampshire on December 11th. Isn't that crazy that Coinbase was able to get a meeting with all these presidential candidates, but they couldn't get a meeting with Gary Gensler? Trump, independent Robert F. Kennedy, and a group of other Republicans such as Doug Burgum, Nikki Haley, I don't even know who she is, Ron DeSantis, we love his high heels like Prince, and of course Chris Christie are also invited. They will voice their perspectives on crypto-related policies. Cool, good for them. Because the more access people have to more money, the better they do. Anyways, Coinbase NFT and OpenSea responds to Third Web vulnerability disclosure. Boy, what's going on over here? So Third Web is a Web3 developer platform, and they disclose the security vulnerability in its open source library. It targets pre-built smart contracts by Third Web, affects some NFT collections, and firm has not clarified which collections it may be impacted. That's ridiculous. The vulnerability has not been exploited in any of the projects using the smart contracts. And OpenSea responded and said that some of the collections on the platform were impacted. They're working on those collections to migrate security issues. They will assist affected collection owners and changes on the OpenSea with migration. And Coinbase responded and they said they were notified of the security vulnerability on December 1st. The vulnerability impacts some collections on Coinbase's NFT created with Third Web. And Base also stated the issue impacts some of the NFT contracts deployed in the network. Okay. Whatever. This is serious though. And I need this next story. I need you guys to stick around for this. Okay. This is why we NFT. This is exactly why we NFT. And this is very, very important. Okay. Very, very important. No, trac is TRAC. He also said, Gamer said, I'm waiting for a pullback on Alex Labs so I can buy more. So don't tell anyone else about it. I'm dropping this to Winnie community first. Okay, I was going to make a second video about it, Gamer, but I'll keep it to myself. So the only way that you guys, I'm not going to repeat it again. So you guys know the 2 gems. Okay, the 2 gems. Anyways, I want to talk about NFTs. The reason why we NFT is because we want to own our own assets. Okay. Oh, I'm streaming late today. Oh my. But and that's because I'm feeling a little bit better. But anyways, so apparently Bryson, who's a buddy of mine, he got banned from Steam. And this is what it said. He says, I don't know what the heck is going on Steam, but I've never cheated in a game of Counter-Strike in my life. Is there any way to dispute this because this can't be real? VAC banned for 0 reason. He says that this has to be some sort of issue. There are tons of people citing wrongful ban. I stream every day. What's going on? And then Stash over here posted this, quote tweeting him. Stash is another good friend of mine. But Bryson says, you can do everything right and still have your gaming assets frozen. I spent over 8,000 in Counter-Strike skins, cases in the entire ecosystem. Web3 gaming and blockchain and crypto is the future of gaming. And this sucks because when we're talking about gaming can be very expensive. And there's people that do this professionally, and there's people that do it as a hobby, but that doesn't matter what they do it. The fact, if you're spending money on something, you should be able to own your in-game assets. You should be able to own all of your assets. And the fact that your account could be suspended just like this, the fact that it can be suspended like this, and $8,000 worth of items you purchased, you can't keep. That's why Web3 gaming matters. That is why NFTs are so important, because an NFT indicates that you own a specific item. And he just lost $8,000, and that sucks. He's a friend of mine, and I don't want to see anybody lose anything, even my enemies, but he's a friend of mine, and that sucks for Bryson. So this is why we NFT. So if you're sitting up here on your high horse saying, NFT, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay? Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go because I got to, what's going on? My live did a cuckoo thing. Anyways, I gotta go. It's been streaming a little bit long, but thank you guys so much for watching me. Thank you for the support. And I am sending you abundance, and I am opening up myself to receive abundance, peace, inner peace, and gratitude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. WendyO is out. I'm gonna finish my nanny, and then I think I have a video scheduled later. So go watch that at 2:30 p.m. PST, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much, and I'm so proud of all of you. Okay, bye. Bye, babies. Mwah.